Slick, it's good to see you, big dog. But Marcellus, you up first. Should the Lakers be all in on Kyrie Irving?
Absolutely be all in on Kyrie Irving. He beats the alternatives. And I'm not trying to disparage my man Russell Westbrook because, hey, he was out there for 78 games of the 82 last year. He was available. And a lot of times he gets the bad rap in that situation, what happened to the Lakers, because Russell Westbrook is supposed to be there in spot moments. Hey, when AD goes down, which he goes down a lot, or LeBron wants a little break, okay, you're supposed to be the Energizer Bunny. But the thing is, LeBron and AD are supposed to come back and save the day. But both of those guys missed a lot of time as well. So I don't want to really harp on Russell Westbrook, but if you're talking about swapping between Russell Westbrook and Kyrie Irving, sorry, Russ. Sorry, Brody. Gonna have to take an L on this one. Let's be real about it. 27, 6, and 5 may show up. And as Acho always points out, hey, he's a little malcontent. You already know who he is. The guy has some discipline issues, some focus issues. Well, with LeBron James, not so much. So now you got a fully committed, motivated Kyrie Irving with the Los Angeles Lakers that just got better in terms of talent and production. Oh, yeah, you got to be all in on Kyrie Irving, because if Kyrie Irving is all in, then you know what you got here. You have a wizard with the basketball. So Kyrie Irving with the chemistry of LeBron James, when they were in Cleveland together, 3 years, 3 finals appearances, 1 championship. You got to be all in on a guy like Kyrie Irving, especially when he gets back with the guy who can make it happen for him.
Marcellus, I'm all in with you on the wisdom of them getting Kyrie Irving. I'm just not all in on you in terms of what the results would potentially be. You started out on the right track, or a track that I certainly agree with, which is, what are their alternatives? Yeah. How else are they going to get better? Who else, what other high-caliber player is saying, I want to play for the Los Angeles Lakers? Now, it's not, he's going to have to force his way to the Lakers, but he's not going to have to force his way out of the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, I've been told, with KD going out the door, they're more than willing to move off of Kyrie. Now, the advantage is that with KD going, if the Brooklyn Nets get enough of a haul, this is a little bit different than when they were looking at sign-and trades, and they didn't like what the Lakers were to give them as a sign-and trade, thinking that they were adding pieces to KD and Ben Simmons. Now all that has changed. So it's very possible that the Brooklyn Nets, if they get what they're hoping to get for KD, would be willing to take back less for Kyrie in a sign-and trade, and therefore look at it as subtraction or addition by subtraction. That's what works in favor of the Lakers. We may not have to give up as much as we would have had to previously in order to get Kyrie. Here's the other element that works in their favor. KD is making it clear that he'd still like to play with Kyrie Irving. Now, I don't see any way in which the Lakers get KD now, but we look at the Lakers as constituted. Where are they going? How much longer are they going to have LeBron? If getting Kyrie now, regardless of what happens this season, means that you might get Kevin Durant down the line, that's certainly worth getting Kyrie. So I don't have any expectations that he's really changing things. He's not making the Lakers into a contender by going there, but he certainly would improve them on some level. I don't see any other option for them to improve. And if it means, hey, we might be able to rework this KD Kyrie experiment one more time in LA, that is certainly worth going and grabbing Kyrie right now.
Yo, I'm so confused. I've never been more confused doing Speak for Yourself, at least not with you, Slick, than I am in this moment right now.
Yeah.
I'm
not surprised, but go ahead.
if y'all not been watching the show all week, like if y'all not been paying attention all week to Kyrie Irving and the drama, and yet once again, here y'all are suggesting that a team should be interested in Kyrie Irving. Like, Slick, it's as if you didn't watch or weren't a part of the entire show yesterday, where all we talked about was Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Yeah. It's like, Sal, you didn't talk and weren't a part of all the shows this week, including one I missed. How in the world are you all suggesting and submitting that the Lakers should be interested in a man, should be interested in a player that's not interested in playing? It's baffling to me. Because once again, in a year from now, we're going to be talking about if Kyrie does join the Lakers, how, man, I can't believe the Lakers made that mistake. How foolish were they to think that Kyrie Irving would want to play basketball? As distracted as Kyrie was in a city like Cleveland, as distracted as Kyrie was in a city like Boston, as distracted as Kyrie was in a borough, if you will, y'all thought he wasn't going to be distracted in Los Angeles, literally Hollywood? No, what you all are saying is ridiculous. I don't understand how you all are saying it, but it's ridiculous because you all are literally about to make the same mistake that the Brooklyn Nets are in the midst of making. No, the Lakers shouldn't be all in on Kyrie Irving. They should not come near Kyrie Irving. They should stay as far away from Kyrie Irving as possible. They have a highly sensitive allergen to Kyrie Irving. That is the approach that they should take. Slick, you know them highly sensitive allergens, not the ones that's like, I can't eat peanuts. The type that's like, if peanuts are in the classroom, I will break out in hives. I don't even want Kyrie Irving to play in the crypto arena, even if he's on the opposing team. I don't even want him near me. So no, the Lakers should not be all in. Not at all, please.
Allergic to that BS. I'm sorry. Allergic to that tank right there. You better put some respect on that champion's name. You better put some respect on Kyrie Irving's name. What did Aretha say? What you want? Baby, I got it. And Kyrie got it. And what the Lakers want? Oh, they want somebody who can shoot. They want somebody who can score. Yeah, they want somebody who can hit the three. Yeah, they want somebody good at the free throw line. And Kyrie Irving can do all of those things. You got to put some respect on it, man. Once a champ, always a champ. That's at least what I hear about champions. So Kyrie Irving's like, don't act like I'm caught up in these streets now. Don't act like I can't go to Boston and can't go to New York and go to L.A. and it's because I'm caught up in the streets. Like, these are some one-offs. If you ever want to talk about one-offs and talk about social unrest to the level it was at that time in the bubble and the pandemic, we're going to use that to say that Kyrie Irving is not focused. Well, then all focus ain't created equal. Because if you look at Kyrie Irving, he hits the court, and if he's on that court, you're going to get production. What do the Lakers need? They need production. They got availability last year, but they didn't get the type of production that they need. And if you plug him back in to LeBron James when he was a champion, trust me, the Lakers going to be thinking championship once again.
Marcellus, I am not with any of that.
Oh, come on.
They're not getting better with Kyrie Irving. They're not playing for a championship with Kyrie Irving.
AD?
Acho.
What?
You're right. You're right. It's going to be a disaster. What other reason do I have to watch the Lakers next year if I don't have the entertainment? You can't tell me that you wouldn't have your popcorn and go, oh, man, I saw what happened in Brooklyn. Look, what did the Brooklyn Nets do this year? Not a whole lot. They didn't do a whole lot during the regular season. They got swept out of the first round. How much attention did we pay to the Brooklyn Nets? To the Brooklyn Nets. Why? Because it was a soap opera. Because it was a reality show that we couldn't take our eyes away from. If you don't have Kyrie going to the Lakers, what, do I want to watch AD sitting on the bench and LeBron James coaching up Austin Reeves? Like, that's going to sell those courtside tickets in the crypto arena? No, I don't think so. Like, I'm not saying it's going to work from a basketball standpoint. I'm just saying that the Lakers have nothing to look forward to next season, and Kyrie Irving being added to the mix, it at least gives them something to say, who knows what could happen? It might blow up, but we might be a little bit better too. We might be meaningful. Who knows? Let's find out. That's why I'm all in on Kyrie Irving being there. Marcellus, we did the same thing at the beginning of last year. Like, we all knew you can't take a bunch of 35, 36-year-olds whose best years were 3-4 years ago and think that they're going to play for a championship. But while we thought that, we couldn't wait to find out if we were right. And so we paid a ton of attention, even as the Lakers fell apart. And so that's why, for entertainment purposes only, I want to see Kyrie Irving with the Lakers, and I believe there's a path to making that happen.
Here's the problem, Slick. You know what they say, man. Not all money is good money. Not all entertainment is good entertainment, Slick. The most highly rated events on news, the most highly rated events when the news occurs, car chase, most highly rated.
Yep.
People going to watch it,
Yep.
but there will not be a good outcome. So, Slick, I don't necessarily care for the Lakers to have entertainment for entertainment's sake. If we talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant, we recall watching the end of Kobe Bryant's career in Los Angeles that last season. Truth be told, I tried to catch every single game because you never knew what Kobe was going to do. You knew he was going to put up shots, though. And it was entertaining, watching Kobe go for 50, go for 60, go for 40. But it was always a bad outcome. Lakers missed the playoffs and were atrocious collectively that season. I'm past the days of entertainment for entertainment's sake. I'm good on that. So I don't think I want Kyrie to join L.A. just for entertainment value, because I know, like any car chase, it will end disastrously for both parties. So I'm all out. There's no reason I'm all out. Plus, LeBron James, as long as he is present, Slick Rick, Lakers going to be box office.
At box office, they're going to have a chance. Last time I saw LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the court, most of the time, they won a championship. And now we're sitting here looking at this situation, and everyone's writing it off like it can't happen. Did y'all predict that the Golden State Warriors this time last year was going to win a championship? Oh, no, we didn't. You got to understand what they're dealing with if you're the Los Angeles Lakers. They ain't sitting there with the black card. They ain't got the unlimited budget. I can do whatever I want to do, buy whatever I need to. These dudes, LeBron, AD, and Russ, eat up 74% of the salary cap. What does that mean? We can't move much, but can we move mountains if we get us Kyrie Irving? Oh, in potential, yes, we can. So y'all got to understand, Slick, you can't just talk about the entertainment value and that's all this is going to be. No, this actually has substance. And if you see them on the floor together, are you not entertained? You talk about LeBron, AD, and Kyrie Irving adding the buckets to them with the familiarity, with the chemistry. That's more than entertainment. That actually has potential to do something.
Last time I saw AD and LeBron James together on the floor wasn't when they were winning a championship. It was in limited action this past season. How good were they? They weren't that good. They were a 500 team. They finished 11th. This idea that, like, I'm going to bring Kyrie in and I'm going to recapture the magic that he and LeBron had, 6 years ago? And AD is going to be what he was, in the bubble when we were going to find a way to take 3 months off and then come back and be great? Like, no, and I'm looking at the West. The West is like the AFC right now, man. It is loaded, especially if KD ends up coming over. So, no, I'm not buying the idea that Kyrie is going to make them some championship caliber team by any stretch of the imagination. But let me see my boy Acho.
Where you at, Slick?
Emmy.
Where you at?
It's what Chris Rock says. A man's only as good as his options. I'm paraphrasing.
Thank you. Thank you.
What other options do the Lakers have right now? Acho, are you really good? As is, they come back with signing Damian Jones from the Sacramento Kings and whatever little odd bits and pieces they put together, and you're going to say, hey, man, I can't wait to watch the Lakers next year because they're going to be what? What are they going to be? So the Kyrie piece, and please, there's no way to do it, but please don't let Russ go. Make them have it so that they get Kyrie, so we have Kyrie, Russ, AD, LeBron. Oh, please give that to me. Because that's the only thing I can get out of these Lakers at this point is entertainment value. And if you're telling me, do I want them to be entertaining? Do I want to see this mess and what Darvin Ham does it? Sorry, Darvin. Yes, I would much rather see that than have the Lakers be meaningless. Because as of right now, as it stands with the way the Western Conference is and the way the Lakers are, I have no reason other than to wait to get the calendar and figure out when LeBron James is going to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the scoring for the all-time scoring title. That's the only reason I have to watch the Lakers this season, and I dare say the same applies for everybody in LA. So, yes, go get Kyrie if you can.
Man, that's all you can get out of it, huh? Entertainment value. Well, you know what I got out of what you just said, Slick? that you got trust issues, and they not on the outside. You don't even trust yourself, because I'm not buying what you're saying right now, because last year you wasn't selling me the Golden State Warriors. So since you don't trust yourself, I'm not going to trust you either. Who knows how this could play out? But if you give me LeBron, AD, and Kyrie, trust me, it's going to be more than just entertaining.